So what we're doing is I got a connection, through networking. I'm working with Daniel. Daniel owns a cold calling company in Egypt. So if any of you guys are interested in cold calling, Daniel's your guy. Pull the leads from batch, pull the leads, skip trace them. What we're doing is Daniel has found a potential seller that's in pre-foreclosure, and we're going to go and call them. We're going to call the seller right now. All right, so let's see. All right, Daniel, I got it right here. So we got Matthew. All right.
Yeah,
Hey, Matthew, how you doing?
I'm alive and kicking.
Matthew, my name is Nathan. I just got off the phone with Daniel, one of my business partners, and he was telling me that you're interested in selling the property. So I wanted to see if you had a couple minutes to chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He kind of gave me a little bit of the rundown of what's going on. That you need to sell the house by February 2nd. Is that correct?
Well, I'd like to have it closed before that if I can, yeah.
I think he said that it's in pre-foreclosure. So is there an auction date on February 2nd where it would get auctioned at that date, or is there an auction date at another time?
There is an auction date set, and it's February 7th.
So you'd like to get it done, obviously before that, like February 2nd is the goal, or before, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do you have about 10, 15 minutes so we could go over things? Because I think we might be able to work something out.
Yeah, I got plenty of time. I'm retired. Don't do anything. So.
He kind of gave me an idea that it was rented and the renters left it in a mess, and now it's just needs a lot of work. Is that kind of the situation, or is there something else?
Yeah, that's about it. Evicted the tenants back in November because of non-payment, and let's put it this way here. I had a 30-yard dumpster brought in to clean it out.
A 30-yard dumpster?
Yep, and I put a lot of stuff out to the curb also.
So with this property, how far are you behind on your payments with the mortgage, like to catch it up? If we were just to catch it up for you and take over the property's payments.
Years and years and years.
Do you have kind of an idea, like a payoff of what they're telling you your payoff is if you were to get it current?
There's no getting it current. It's got the sale date, so it's like I have to pay them, $43,200 and some odd dollars. And like I told you, buddy, I have a judgment against me. That's why I'm looking for $50,000. With the judgment against me, the judgment is against me, not against the house.
Okay.
After the sale of the house, all proceeds left must go to that judgment. It won't pay the judgment off, but it stops them from coming back at you and trying to say, "Oh, wait a second, we got to get our money." No, sorry, you were paid with proceeds, and Mr. McCormick still owes you.
Yeah.
You'll get it when he dies.
Yeah, we can get that all set up at title. So when we purchase the property, they're going to be able to divvy it up to pay off the mortgage, and then the rest could go towards the judgment. I mean, we can get that all figured out. Are there any other options you've explored to sell this other than to sell it to a cash buyer like me? Have you thought, like, is there any other like ways that you're looking at, or is it really just this is your only option?
I've contacted some friends and relatives and tried to borrow. I'm still waiting on some replies, but at this point, I haven't been able to get more than a $10,000 promissory. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. So if you're okay, I can kind of tell you what we can do to help. And if it's something you like, we can proceed. And if not, no harm, no foul, no pressure. I just want to be completely transparent with you, because we're at a point right now where this is like a game time, right? It's like do or die.
Yep.
Okay. So the way we do business is I personally live in Salt Lake City, Utah, but I invest in areas all over the country, rentals, fix and flips. It depends on the area, depends on the property. So the way I work is we sign an agreement with the seller. We send in our partners that work with us to inspect the property. So we have to pay, we have to send our people out. And for this one, I mean, we'd have to get working on it immediately, because I'm not trying to come up to my back against the wall and put you in a bad spot. So that's how we work. We would send some people out, just to verify the condition, see how much it would cost. I would be completely real with you. I wouldn't say, hey, this is down to studs, $150,000. I would say, look, this is what we found. Now, if it works out and we're able to make money or help you get out of this situation, we'll close on it before February 2nd. That the goal would be on or before February 2nd. But I just want to let you know, I can't sit here right now and just say, hey, I promise you I'll buy your house. I can tell you from looking at the numbers that it makes sense. $45,000 if we were to purchase it for 45,000, it looks like we could put, depending on like how terrible the condition is, but probably put like 30 to 40 in it. We're in about 80, and we could probably rent it out. We could probably resell it for an ARV of around like 120, 140, because I did see that there are a lot of mobile homes south of you that are selling in that range. So that's the strategy. And if you're okay with working with me, I'd love to send you a contract and get working on this. I just don't want I don't want to give you the wrong expectation that like, no matter what, at this very moment, I'm buying this house, because I have to obviously go send my people and just make sure.
Yeah, but unfortunately, right now it's down to the wire where by the time you get all your people in and back and forth, I'm locked in on something and I can't do anything else if it falls through.
Yeah.
So
I totally get that. So the only thing that I could say to you about that is you give me less time to do it. We'd have to do whatever you feel comfortable with, because I have to have an agreement so I can get the process going. Because I can't just say, okay, you don't want to agree with me, let me send my people out, because you might sell it to someone else. It might just be a complete waste of both of our time. But if we can work out something where we negotiate a time period, a price where you feel comfortable, I feel comfortable, I can get this done for you, because I've done this before, but we just have to both be on the same page. What do you think would be the best way to work together? Because I am interested in buying the property. I mean, I buy properties in Florida. We work in that area, but I hate to just lie and not be honest with you about like how the process goes, because I don't want to make you have some sort of feeling of certainty when it really depends on the process. What would make you feel more comfortable in like a perfect scenario, perfect world? What would you want for a cash buyer like me to do?
like I said, 50,000 would be the lowest I'd go.
Okay. You still have that option available to you. You're saying you get a 55 potential, but it looks good.
Yeah.
But with me, you're saying if I can do 50, if I can give in a short amount of time, go in there, send, my contractors, my partners through, and give you a solid yes with earnest money deposit and everything where it's solid. Would you be willing to give me that?
Can you ask me that again tomorrow and we go from there?
There's absolutely no pressure on my end. I want you to be able to get this done. So I'm not pulling this off of the table by any means. But the only issue is the amount of time I have. Because if we were to agree on something, I would get working on it right at this very moment, because we don't have a lot of time. So you can wait tomorrow. That's fine. But if we were able to agree on something right now, I can tell you we would have an answer to you this week. Well, hold on. Today's Thursday. So, I mean, if you gave me until Tuesday and it doesn't work out, you would have still about 2 weeks to reach out to the 55 and talk to your neighbor. And I would cancel the contract and the agreement to tie you up. No problem. If you just gave me until Tuesday.
At what price?
You know me, sir. I mean, I'd love to be as low as possible. I mean, and I know you want to be as high as possible. Yeah. Could we do 50?
I'm willing to go 50,
okay.
as long as that's it, because
yeah.
I've got to put something towards that judgment.
I completely understand your situation. You got to be able to show them something so they don't come after you anymore and they gave you a break. But if you're willing to get this going and not waste any time, let's agree on 50. Give me a due diligence period until Tuesday. I'll give you a solid, we're ready to go. I'll give you earnest money and we'll proceed and we'll close before the 2nd. That will be the goal. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Okay. So all I need to do is send you an agreement and I'm just going to walk you through it. I'm assuming you're by a computer or a phone and I can send it to you over to you right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm kind of computer illiterate, so when it comes to signing, you'll have to walk me through it.
That's the goal, sir. That's why I go through this, because the deal is I don't want you signing anything you don't feel comfortable with. So I'm going to send it to you right now. I'm going to fill it out. We're going to go through it together while I'm on the phone with you. Okay, so I'm just writing up the agreement. I want to make sure I have the right information. So Matthew McCormick, you're the one on title?
Yeah, I'm the only one.
Okay. 2512 West Main Street, Leesburg, Florida? That's
the property that's you're buying.
Okay. Purchase price, $50,000. So I'm giving myself until Tuesday for the due diligence period, because I'm not here to tie you up, waste your time. So I have until the 24th.
That's right.
Deposit, I'll do $500. We don't really even lose our earnest money deposit unless we go past our due diligence and back out. I'm going to let you know on Tuesday if it's a done deal or not. Close date, on or before February 2nd.
Second.
I'm sending this to you right now. Let me know. It should be in your email in the next let's say 20 seconds because I just sent it. Let me know if you pull it up and can pull it up at the moment, and we'll read through it right now together. I'll sign my part and you'll sign yours if you're ready to go. All right, so let's go through this. I'm just going to go over it pretty quickly, just kind of a brief summary. I'm sure you've seen these before. I just want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident signing this before we move forward. So it just says the contracts today between you and my company, the address 2512. Purchase and sale of the property is that address. Purchase price 50,000, like we chatted about. Due diligence deadline Tuesday the 24th of this month. Prorations, that talks about taxes. Obviously, we're going to get that all taken care of at title. Defects, you're letting us know if there's any hazardous materials in the property. That's why we do an inspection anyway, so there's no problem. No judgments. Of course, we're going to handle that. We're going to talk to title about that and get that figured out. Possession, at close, we want possession of the property. Inspection and contingency, we already discussed this. We're going to go inspect the property. Risk of loss, if we buy the property and something happens to it by the time we close it, we'd have to renegotiate if it's been destroyed or something happened other than what we agreed on. Acceptance right now, deposit $500, closing date 2/2/23, honor before. Other agreements, this just talks about we're buying the house in as is. We're able to get an appraisal if we need to. We can work with partners on this deal. If we go past the due diligence period, you get our earnest money if we back out, and you agree that you're selling this property to us in this time frame and you're not going to sign with anyone else. 15 is time is of the essence. That means we have the time allotted to us to purchase the property. Marketing, when we buy properties before we close, we reach out to people, let them know that we're purchasing the property so we can be prepared to resell it quickly. Buyer's disclosure, we have to tell you that we are looking to make a profit on this. So if you see that we flip it and make money or sell it, you're not coming back to us and saying, what, I could have sold it for more, right? That's what we have to do. 18 is this, for some reason, we have to go to court over this property. It just describes the attorney fees, who pays for what. 19, you acknowledge, seller acknowledgement, you acknowledge that me and you have agreed on this. I didn't make you do this. And 20, prohibition. And that's pretty much it. So curious, how do you feel? Do you feel confident signing this right now?
Well, I'm looking back at 18.
Yeah, let's talk about 18. So basically what this talks about is if you are to, sue us for some reason, we get upheld in court, we don't want to pay for your attorney fees.
I think I can live with that.
Okay. Well, I'll sign my portion right now as the buyer. Are you able to work it are you on your phone or are you doing it on a computer?
On the computer.
Okay. All you have to do is click on where it says signature for you.
That's not a signature. That's a printed.
Yeah, it works. It gets the job done. Yeah, and then once you sign it, you should be able to just say complete, and then it will send you an email of the signed agreement on both of our ends.
That's it. You see my signature?
All right. Sounds good. I just got it to my email. You should be getting an email as well. So let's get to work. I will get the ball rolling on this thing and we will be in touch. What we'll do right now is we'll send this over to title, and I'll have title reach out to you when they need more information from you, because we're probably going to have to work pretty speedily with them to get everything taken care of. All right.
Yeah. The only thing, I won't be available between 1 and 2 tomorrow afternoon.
Okay.
And I won't be available between 9:30 and 11 o'clock on Monday.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that. All right, Matt, it's been a pleasure. I hope, we're going to work on this speedily. Is there anything else you'd like to let me know before I let you go?
No, I think we're set for now.
Okay. All right, Matt. Well, you have a good one. We'll be in touch. I appreciate your time. See you.
All right. Take care.
Later,
Bye.
brother. All right. What'd you think, brother?
Freaking shock, man.
Sure.
You are a freaking beast, yeah.
Nah, man.
The best way is the natural way. Like I'll be honest, I've seen a lot of things throughout the years. Like I've seen a lot of acquisitions or a lot of people closing people.
Yeah.
A lot of people are they're not transparent and they're very unnatural in their call flow. So what I could just notice right away is you're very natural and you're very open to people and very transparent, which just sets the expectations right away and makes things way easier.
Yeah, man, it's the key, because you can't tell this guy, yeah, I'm a buyer, I swear. And then you can't find a buyer, or it's going to be a waste of his time. It's better to say, look, bro, this is what we're going to do. You got to give me some time. I can get some people over there in 4 days for sure. That's what it's all about. me and Daniel are working together on this. So I'm going to pay him off this deal. I didn't spend any money on this lead. You know, we have a relationship. So it's the same thing. You guys can all do this. You can network with people and work together and use your strengths. And it's not about, you know, blowing money on marketing. It's all about relationships. Okay.